Hope you all are safe and sound during these unprecedented times. I am Anirudh Subramaniam, an Associate Director leading the commercial practice with michaelpage India for the last 7 years. I have with me a dynamic and young entrepreneur who's already turned around the business within a short span of 5 years and got the company to be one of the leading players in coal tar chemical industry. And now he's ready to expand his business into lithium-ion battery materials, catering to the new age EV and mobility world. Not taking much time, I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Vikram Handa, the MD of Epsilon Carbon, with us here today. Hi Vikram, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you, Anirudh?
I'm good, Vikram. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks.
What has been the success mantra which led Epsilon Carbon's growth in the last few years?
I think our success mantra really has been teamwork and making a very solid business model. So when we entered this industry as a new entrant, we were very clear that I think India has a huge opportunity in this space of coal chemicals, but globally we see India being a leader in this space in the next 10 to 20 years as well. So from day one, I tried to position the business and our thought process that we should always look and aspire to be a global company, do a really good job in India, but be able to achieve something much bigger on a global platform as well.
Got it. And you started operations in 2010, is that right, Vikram? And I mean, since then, this has been the key factor that you're driving for the organization?
Yeah, so I formed the company in 2010. We had some initial challenges in setting up a greenfield plant in India. But in the last 5 years, we've really been able to turn around the operations. And I think I owe a lot of that success to my team, which has done a very good job. We were the first ones to get this technology in India. So there was no talent available to run continuous coal tar vacuum distillation plant. And, training, just teamwork, problem solving, tackling problems head on is what really helped us grow the business to where it is today.
And what role do you see technology playing in managing your business today?
So technology has helped us a lot, and while people think that India has an arbitrage on, say, labor costs, so that's why India can be more competitive, but we've taken a stance that we want to get better and better technologies in, and that is what is really going to make us globally competitive. So we have really been able to get good technologies out of Japan, a lot out of China, since the steel industry is big there and coal tar industry as well, which has helped us be very sustainable in our operations, reduce water consumption, make better products, make very stable products, which have been accepted now globally as well.
And what were the strategies that you adopted? And this is the question a lot of people who will watch this will have in mind. To manage business during the pandemic, which we all faced last year?
So it was a real challenge for us. One sudden day we were all at home. Logistics was completely chaotic. We have very strong long-term contracts with customers and with our raw material suppliers. So it was a real challenge. But I think what I managed to do is I managed to create a very good schedule in the first week, saying that every day we are going to review this, and we really started interacting with our customer. So I brought the plant team, marketing team, logistics team, and the head office team kind of in front of the customer via Zoom or MS Teams, and that really brought everybody on the same page within the organization. How do we problem solve? So a lot of the problems of moving raw material or moving finished goods to customers, we were able to solve together as a team, and I think the customers really appreciated that in the last 1 year.
That's great. And now what's your view on the hybrid work environment, flexibility to workforce, specifically being a manufacturing organization?
So at plant level, we operated the first 6 months in a hybrid model where people came a few days a week. We managed, but people were very overworked, and especially on the shop floor, they were stretched mentally and physically. I think going ahead, this hybrid model will stay maybe at head office, where a lot of functions like marketing, HR, finance can work remotely and still perform very well. I think in a city like Bombay, especially, people's productivity has gone up because they get the opportunity to work from home.
Yeah. Yes.
So that, I think it's been a good learning, and everybody has had a good takeaway from this hybrid model.
What's the biggest vision that you have for Epsilon Carbon for the next 5 years?
So I think in the next 5 years, we're going to see an incredible amount of growth. What we've seen in the last 1 year, our company doubling our top line, bottom line, we're going to see it grow maybe 3 to 4 fold in the next 5 years, I would say. The reason being, we have entered new segments. Just from being a coal tar distiller, we are now a carbon black manufacturer. So we forward integrated into that. And in the next 5 years, I see our plant being the biggest single location carbon black plant in India. And that really makes us very cost efficient and very sustainable in our manufacturing process. We have also entered a new space of making anode for lithium ion batteries. And we are currently going to grow that by 5x in the next 5 years easily.
What's the growth story that will take you there, and what becomes the most critical for you to reach there?
So I think the most critical thing for me to get there is human talent. I don't think funds or technology is such a barrier for us to grow. Luckily, we do have raw material available in India, so that's another advantage of doing this in India. But it's really the human talent that will take this company to where I envision it going. And I think that's what we are spending a lot of time. I've spent myself a lot of time the last 6 months and the next year as well, doing a lot of good training development programs, hiring the right people, really identifying talent within the company who can grow with the company and take it to where it has to go. So I see human talent as our biggest, challenge to get to where we want to get, but also our biggest strength if we can do it correctly.
Perfect. And what advice would you give a lot of young entrepreneurs out there?
So I've been lucky. I've been guided by a lot of good people in my experience in India, but I think it's very important to be able to dream to do something. So if you can't dream, then you're just always looking back and thinking what others are doing. I think that's one important thing. And other thing is you have to be very, very involved in your business as an entrepreneur. Compared to if you had a professional job, you don't have those responsibilities. But as an entrepreneur, your business success or failure at the end comes down to you, and you are responsible for a lot of people's livelihood. So you have to put in that time and effort to grow a business. India has its challenges, but India has great opportunity also.
And how does this Make in India fit in or help organizations such as yours? Do you see a value add there, or what's your view on it?
So before all these PLI schemes or Make in India, I'm a true believer that India has a huge opportunity, and India has a huge opportunity to do something globally as well on the global platform. So if today you can build something that is very cost efficient and really up to world standards, that's a real formula for success. So when you look for like for example, we are making this anode material for lithium ion. We get zero subsidies from the government. We have not a single incentive, but we have formed a model based on, I think India can be that hub, and I plan to supply US, Europe, China, Japan. And when the Indian industry picks up, which it will eventually, I'm well positioned. I look at the business that way. So you have to really look at a global platform to compete. You can't say government should help me compete. I think if your business model is strong enough, you'll be successful either way.
Other than work, what other hobbies or what excites you other than work?
So I like doing a lot of outdoor adventures. Every year I make it a point to go climb some mountain around the world, and I've so far done two of the summits of the world. And because of COVID, I couldn't do the third, but hopefully this year I can. Other than that, I cycle around a lot, so keep myself busy like that.
Yeah, so being fit is also critical, in running your own business.
Yeah.
No, that's great, Vikram. Thank you so much for your time, and look forward to staying in touch with you.